So, you ever try to get your AI assistant to buy something only to find out it's, well, way more trouble than it's worth? Yeah, we've all been there. That friction, that annoyance, that's exactly what's about to change. Today, we are going to dive into something called the Universal Commerce Protocol, or UCP, and see how it's paving the way for a whole new era of agentic commerce.
All right, let's just get right to it. We have this dream of AI making our lives simpler, right? So when you think about something we do all the time, like shopping, why is it still so complicated? Why can't you just ask your AI to take care of it?
And this slide just hits the nail on the head. The dream, over on the left, is so simple. Hey, AI, buy these flowers. That's it. Done. But the reality, you know what it's like. It's a mess of opening different apps, trying to remember your password, and re-entering your credit card for the millionth time. It is the exact opposite of seamless. So what's the deal? What's the roadblock here? Well, it turns out there's a really fundamental, kind of hidden reason our AIs just aren't the shopping buddies we hoped they'd be. Let's peel back the curtain on this AI shopping problem. The absolute heart of the issue, the main villain in our story, has this very technical sounding name, the N-by-N integration bottleneck. Now, I know it sounds super complex, but the idea behind it is actually pretty simple. And it's the real source of all that frustration. What's going on is basically chaos. Right now, for an AI to talk to an online store, they have to build a special custom-made connection, and then the store has to build another custom connection right back. Now, multiply that by every single AI platform and every single business out there. You get this giant tangled web. It's just wildly inefficient, it's expensive, and it basically grinds innovation to a halt. So, how do you fix the tangled web? Well, you don't. You go around it. You create a universal translator. And that is exactly what the Universal Commerce Protocol is. It's one common language for e-commerce that everybody and everything can speak. Now, the really crucial thing to know here is that UCP is an open source standard. This isn't some product owned by just one company. Its whole mission is to be that shared language, that common ground, so your AI, the businesses you shop from, and the payment systems can all talk to each other fluently and, most importantly, securely. And this quote really gets right to the heart of it. UCP doesn't just fix one little piece of the puzzle. It standardizes the full commerce journey. You know, from finding a product to applying your discount code, all the way to paying for it, everything just flows through one single, secure, simple layer. It takes all that tangled web chaos and boils it down to one elegant connection. And listen, this isn't just some idea floating around in a lab somewhere. UCP was developed by Google, sure, but it was in this huge collaboration with leaders from across the entire industry. I mean, we're talking about the biggest names in retail, in payments, all sitting at the same table to solve this thing together. Okay, so that's the what and the why. Now let's get into the how. How does this universal translator actually work in practice? Let's walk through a super simplified, four-step conversation between your AI agent and a store using UCP. It all kind of kicks off with a digital handshake. First, your AI finds a store's public menu of things it knows how to do. Step 2, the store communicates back, basically saying, yep, here's what I can do. I can handle a checkout, I can apply loyalty discounts, I can figure out shipping. Third, your agent uses that menu to take action, kicking off the purchase for you. And finally, and this is the most critical part, a super secure tokenized payment is completed with cryptographic proof that you and only you gave the okay. This is all really cool from a tech perspective, but let's talk about the real world. Why should you actually care about this? Because UCIP isn't just a win for the tech nerds. It's a huge win for everyone involved. Shoppers, businesses, you name it. For us, as shoppers, the benefits are super clear and immediate. It just means way less friction. You can finally shop the brands you already love and actually use your member benefits or those discount codes without having to go digging for them. Plus, you get that peace of mind that comes with knowing the payments are secure and provable. Now, for businesses, this is an absolute game changer. They get to show off their products on a whole new wave of AI-powered platforms, reaching customers in totally new ways. But, and this is a big but, they stay in control. They manage their own rules, they're still the official seller, and they can even keep their own awesome branded checkout experience. UCP doesn't force them to give that up. And of course, for the developers and platforms actually building these amazing AI tools, life gets so much easier. Instead of trying to build and maintain thousands of fragile custom links, they just use one standard set of tools.
It gives them a stable, community-driven launchpad to finally build that next generation of agentic commerce we've all been waiting for.
And like I said, the industry is already jumping on board in a huge way. This is not some far-off future idea. It is happening right now. More than 20 global partners have already signed on to endorse the protocol, and that number is just going to keep climbing.
And when you see who these partners are, you really get a sense of how big this is. I mean, on the retail side, you've got Shopify, which powers countless small businesses, and a massive marketplace like Etsy. You've got giants like Target, Walmart, and Best Buy. Then you look at payments. Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Stripe. These aren't just any companies. These are the pillars of how we buy things. Their involvement means this is the real deal. So let's bring it all home and look ahead a little bit. What does a world with a universal language for commerce really unlock for all of us tomorrow? Here's the big takeaway. UCP is the foundational plumbing that's been missing all this time. It is the core technology that finally makes true agentic commerce a real possibility. It paves the way for a future where buying literally anything is as simple and natural as just having a conversation.
And that leaves us with a really fascinating question to chew on. Once buying something becomes as easy as just asking for it, once all that friction is just gone, what new, more creative, more complex things are we going to start asking for next? Now that is where the future gets really, really interesting.